The Western world is on high alert at this hour after ISIS attacks in Brussels. What could be next? Can they be stopped? A former war correspondent with Al Peer, who witnessed their rise during the Iraq War and even Afghanistan, says the battle is far from over. He's the director of HBO's brand new documentary, Only the Dead See the End of War. Journalist Michael Wear joins us right now. Michael, thanks so much.
Brian, thanks for having me, mate.
Do you see Brussels? Do you feel Iraq?
Yeah, I do. I mean, look, it's been 13 years now that we've been living with ISIS. And as it stands at this moment, there's simply no end in sight. So it's like a bad nightmare for someone like me who witnessed the birth of ISIS in Iraq. It's like a bad nightmare that simply won't end.
But the thing about you, Michael, as you got stationed over in Afghanistan, then to Iraq, you were with the guys fighting this war.
Yeah.
And you were by their side.
Yeah.
In fact, you provide that footage in this brand new documentary. Here's an example of Michael's point of view as he got to meet with the enemy, the terrorists, Al-Qaeda in Iraq.
I wasn't just watching their tapes. They began taking me to secret meetings in the dead of night. That's my breathing. As I'm doing the filming. It was frightening. I surrendered myself to these guerrillas. Men the Americans were hunting, and I had found. Not knowing if they were friends or if they were going to kill me. I guess I knew it was insane, but I couldn't help myself.
You said you're meeting with the Zarqawi guys. I mean,
well, I did in time, but the guys you see there are actually Iraqi insurgents, ex-military who in the beginning were fighting America. Fast forward 3 years, and the guys you see in that tape became our allies and started assassinating the Islamic State. But it was the Iraqi insurgents who first warned me that the Islamic State was out there lurking in the shadows.
What we're going to see in this video is you side by side with the American Marines.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Look, let's not forget, the first ever capital of the Islamic State was not in Syria, it was in Iraq. It was the city of Ramadi. And there was the bravest American Marines and soldiers who were sent into that city and were told to hold the line at whatever cost. And their own commanders called it the meat grinder.
And what you witnessed, were they right in that description?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Look, the Islamic State, began in the summer of 2003. So by the time they took Ramadi, they owned the city. And at that point, we only had maybe a third of the troops we needed to try and take the city back. So these kids were just told, stay alive.
If you want to see a perspective on the war that we just wouldn't see unless you fought, and see what Michael Wear put together, Only the Dead See the End of War. It debuts on the 28th at 9 o'clock on HBO, and it's just the beginning of your producing career as you stay out of the fray for a long time.
Let's hope, mate. Good on you, Brian.
Great to see you, Michael. Mate. Fantastic.